Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I'm going to be giving you guys some middle school advice. Because I remember going into middle school and just being like absolutely terrified. And it's scary, like going into new school, especially because you have 7 different teachers. Like it's a big jump from 1 teacher to 7. So I'm just going to give you guys little tips. I'm going into high school, so coming from an incoming 9th grader, and yes, so let's get into that. So the first piece of advice I want to share, I'm going to start with classes. So in this category, we're just going to be talking about how to maintain your classes and how to stay organized. So my first piece of advice is to memorize your schedule. This is so important. Memorize the numbers, like the room numbers. Don't memorize your teacher's names. Because eventually you'll figure out their names. Personally, me, I never really memorized my,
A few moments later.
Personally, me, I never really memorized, like, the number, like, after you get the hang of it, you just memorize which door it is. Like, it's just like, yeah, it's this one. Like, I don't really, they would say, like, what classroom is this person in? And I'm like, 5th door down, C wing? Like, I don't know. So, and I feel like going into high school, it's a lot more confusing because there's halls and there's, like, it's just a lot more harder to keep that. And that's scary to me. And yeah, but I just say memorize your door number because it'll just make your life so much easier, honestly. If you just know what classroom you have next, like, doesn't even matter what subject, just like, you know you have C15 next. Like, that's all that matters. Second, make a good first impression on your teachers. This is so important because you don't want to be like the class clown. Like, I promise you guys, like, that is not cool. It just makes your teachers' lives harder, and, like, it doesn't really help anything. You'd rather be paying attention and getting straight A's, and personally, like, at my school, if you were a good kid, you got to pick, like, who you wanted to sit next to and where you wanted to sit, and that just made it a lot more funner because I got to sit next to my friends, like, every class, every period, all semester, and that was just really fun for me. And also, if they just know that you're a good kid, it just makes your life easier as well. I'm gonna talk about this category later, but being in certain clubs and stuff, that all starts by first impressions on your teachers. A lot of clubs at middle schools, you need recommendations for teachers or whatever to get into the club. And if you're a bad student and none of your teachers want to write a good recommendation about you, you know, and it doesn't help. So just be nice to your teachers. I feel like that's a given. 3, stay organized. This is so important. You will have 7 classes. It's important that you stay organized, okay? Because papers will be everywhere. You'll be getting thousands of papers in each class. You'll be getting assignments in each class. And you're going to forget if you had homework in the 2nd period because you already have homework in 5th and 7th. Like, you're not going to be able to keep up with it all. So I'm going to say stay organized. If you forget, it's easier to just, like, have a student planner. If you guys have seen my back to school shopping video, you know what I'm talking about. Like the little school planners where they have, like, where you can write notes. And I use those, and I'm just saying, it helps. Helps you remember all your homework, helps you remember big notes, assignments coming up, anything. Put all your papers in folders or binders. Just be as organized as possible. And that's really important to have a successful academic school year. And number 4, the last one, don't take grades for granted. It's a good prep for high school. So one thing I learned, because in 6th grade, I did not take my grades seriously, like, at all. And I had, like, A's and B's. I don't know. It wasn't that good, but it could have been better. I just didn't lock in. Like, I understood it, I just didn't want to. And I think, do not make that same mistake. And I fixed it up in 7th and 8th grade. I was in high honor roll, and I had straight A's. But yeah, so just be mindful that this stuff does matter. It doesn't go against colleges or anything, or high schools, but it's just a good prep, because colleges do look at your freshman year. If you have the academic skills already to be a straight A student, it shouldn't be that hard. I mean, I don't know what the material was like in freshman year, but if you already are practicing on studying all the time and giving all your effort, staying organized, basically all of these tips, then you're ready for freshman year and you're ready to succeed and pass every class. But if you're just messing around like this stuff doesn't matter, doesn't count on any resumes, I'll pass either way, then you're not prepping yourself, because when you get to high school and it actually matters, you're going to start freaking out and you're not going to pass. And I think that's a really good skill to know. And I think it all starts with 6th grade, and I think you need to set it up right. And you need to understand that grades are important. No matter if they count against college or not, they're always important, because they're not only a success for school, they're success for your mind, and they're success for you. Personal goals. Get 5 A's this year. Get 4 A's this year. Just have those goals, because they really do push you, and it makes you feel good about yourself when you see straight A's on your schedule. Okay, my next category is friendships. So this is the one that I want to focus on, because obviously classes, you'll get the hang of it, you pass. There's tips to make it better, but not that big of a deal. Friendships is a thing to worry about. The piece of advice is to be nice to everyone. Nobody likes a mean person. Like, nobody, yeah. That is, just be nice to everyone. Don't cause any drama. Don't be fake. Like, just be nice. Say hi to people, you know. Offer to help them with the assignment, give them a pencil, gum, you know, whatever. And you will make friends. Just talk to people. If you're being nice, it'll reflect off and you'll make friends. Number 2, stay out of drama. Seriously. I remember hearing stay out of drama when I was watching these videos, and I was like, okay. And I did kind of stay out of drama pretty much entire middle school, a little bit, up until like the last part. It's kind of inevitable. Like, you're gonna hit drama eventually, because everyone's kind of growing up and finding themselves, and I think that's a big reason. Like, we're all just still kids. We don't know what's going on, and I feel like that's what causes drama, is the feeling to adapt when you're fine where you are. Because if you make friends 6th or 7th grade, and then they're like, okay, I need to change because this isn't elementary school, you know? Which is wrong. I didn't change that much. You don't need to change. It's a feeling that people have. You know, feeling like you need to. You know, I felt that feeling sometimes, but ultimately, you don't. Because you're perfect just how you are, and if you are who you are, then people will accept you for that, and you will fit in with the people that you need to fit in with. You don't need to change yourself for anybody. Just be happy with what you are doing and who you are. If there's something going on between your friends, don't get in the middle. Don't even bring it up. Okay? Like, seriously. Because it'll just make your life 10 times harder. Number 3, don't be friends with toxic people. If you have friends that, you know, are kind of toxic and they're not the nicest person, and, you know, they generally, like, drain you, and you just don't feel good around them, just don't hang out with them. I mean, don't be mean to them. Obviously, rise above it. but just slowly stop hanging out with them, and you'll find that you will feel better about yourself. Category 3, clubs. This one is really important to me because especially during 8th grade, I overloaded myself like crazy for clubs. I had like 12 clubs. It was crazy. So that leads to my first point of advice. Be active in your school, but not too active. Like, be involved. Be in at least 2-3 clubs. Don't be in 10. Don't sign up for more you can take. Cut and lose some. Do things you enjoy doing. If you go into middle school and you really like drawing, see if there's a drawing club or a drawing class. And if you find something that you like doing, then like you're just finding yourself in middle school. And you have to lean into what you like to find who you are. So do things you enjoy doing. You know, I started middle school and I was doing theater and choir, because that was the things I liked to do in middle school. And because those are the things I like to do in elementary school. I was in all the choir classes, theater classes, piano classes, so I leaned into those. I realized piano, it was just a hobby. I wasn't gonna focus on that. Same with choir. I wasn't really a big choir person. I was more of a theater person. And theater did stick. And it's sticking all the way through high school. I really enjoy acting and singing and dancing, and it's just really my passion. And I think sticking with it through middle school helped me, because I could have easily dropped it and been like, no, I'm try something else right off the bat, try something new. And like, I didn't. And I think it really opened my mind to, this is what I really want to do. Number 3, be open to trying new things. Like I said, don't right off the bat try new things, but throughout your middle school year, try things. I was not that big into photography. Obviously, I had a YouTube channel and I liked video taking. And my ELA teacher approached me and was like, hey, I think you'd be a good fit for this class. And I looked into it, and it was like the yearbook committee. And I was like, well, I do like taking videos, and that'd be kind of fun. I was like, okay, I'll try it. And I really fell in love with photography, taking pictures and capturing things. And I think that's really where my love of photography started. If I wasn't open to trying new things, then I wouldn't have fallen in love with it. It's like my hobby now. So yeah. And same, like, I was in a lot of leadership things. I wasn't a big public speaker or socializer, and I could have easily just like not signed up for any of those clubs, but I did, and I'm really thankful I did, because I can approach people now. And I can just talk to anyone, and yeah. So be open to trying new things. If there's an opportunity and you feel like you have enough time in your schedule to take it, take it. Category 4, general advice. So this is just general advice for anybody, no category, just talking about different elements that middle school has that you should have advice for. So, number 1, do not get pressured into anything. Anything. If you do not want to do anything, it's okay to say no. And if your friends or peers are not accepting of that, then they weren't your friends in the first place. So just, it doesn't matter what you're being pressured into. It can be whatever. You know, it can be as simple as being pressured into sitting next to someone on the bus, you know? Just, like, just don't. If you don't want to, don't make yourself. Number 2. Don't date unless you really want to. Dating in middle school, I have mixed feelings on. Do I recommend it? Only if you really think you should. Only if you think that you are mentally ready, because you need to know who you are. I think dating people does make you aware of how you treat others around you. And it just makes you a lot self-aware about your feelings and your consciousness and what you really want in the future. Again, don't get pressured into anything. If you don't want to date, that's cool. No one's forcing you. And honestly, like, I would only recommend dating, like, when you're in 8th grade, because when you're dating in 6th and 7th grade, it's like, we're just children still. Like, we're 11 and 12. Even 8th grade, like, you're 13 or 14. Like, you're just babies, so don't pressure yourself. Focus on yourself and your grades. Like I said, grades, kind of important, and focusing on yourself is just, like I said, middle school, you are finding yourself, and you are finding out who you want to be. Sorry, they're mowing the lawn out there. And you're finding out who you want to become, and you can't do that unless you know who you are. So take time, take a lot of time in middle school to really reflect on yourself and reflect on who you want to become. Find yourself. Yeah. Find yourself. Explore. Pretty much just summarizes my entire advice video, is to find yourself. Focus on you. Focus on, clubs, classes, and friendships. Just live your life. Just go with it. You have your whole life ahead of you to figure out what you want. This 3-year period in your life will not tell you everything you need to know about the world. So just take it slow and take it how you want to. Yeah, that pretty much summarizes what middle school is. And thank you guys for watching. I hope you liked this video, and I hope this advice helped, because middle school is very scary, just a little bit. Not like the school in general, just like the kids, and the experience you have can be very different depending on the way you take it. My experience was very good, and I wouldn't change a single thing, but not everyone's experience is good, so I wanted to just share my advice with you, and I hope you loved this video, and I will see you guys next week. Bye!
I like my mornings quiet in bed, alone with my
and there's, like, it's just a lot more hard where they have, like, where you have those goals, because they really just, everyone's kind of growing up and finding videos, and that'd be kind of fun. Different elements that, if you don't want to, don't make yourself. Of how you treat others around you, and, like, we're 11 and 12. Even 8th grade. Number 3, those are the ages for middle school. Yourself and reflect on who you want to become. This one, you find out who you focus on,